Hello YouTube, hello fellow Decidians. So this video I will be doing my 5 summons that I would like to see. There's going to be a special 6th one that's going to be a honorable mention, I guess you could say, but I'll tell you when I get to her my other idea for this summon. So let's get started. So our first summon will be Titan, Final Fantasy IV. With Titan, it's going to be earth damage. I think he would give like a boost to HP. So I went with like 35%. And then once you get past the level 20, he can give you brave damage reduction. We'll say like 10%, 10-15%. So that way there's a little extra bonus to him. Then we have the Mega Sisters. Um, this one would be like a non-elemental attack, and their specialty would definitely be boosting magic attack. I would say we'll start it off at like 30%, and then once you've leveled them up to 30, it would go up to like 35%. I haven't really thought of anything else to go with it. Because with them, they do like reflect and bounce their magic off, so that's why I went with more magic attack. But if anybody could think of what else they could add to the sisters as far as a second trait, because once the summon is built up, they gain the second trait. So, number 3, Girlmata from Final Fantasy VI. This one summon is actually going to hit 3 times. It'll hit fire, ice, and thunder, and it actually will boost fire, ice, and thunder damage by 25%. It'll go up to 25%. Then once you're at that 30 mark, it'll give a magic attack boost 15%. So he's get a little bit of magic attack, but not as strong as the Mega Sisters. But he will boost fire, ice, and thunder damage. So those that use like elemental attacks, like Vincent and Garnet, although Garnet only does thunder, but Vincent does fire and thunder. So, those that are elemental specialists, Girlmata would be a good choice. Then we have Madeline from Final Fantasy VI. This Madeline art is actually from Dimensions 2. If anybody has actually been watching my playthrough, I gotta get back to that, of Final Fantasy Dimensions 2. This is Madeline from that one. He would be, as far as Dissidia goes, I think he should be like a non-elemental attack, but in Dimensions 2, he's holy for some reason. Don't know why, that's just what they gave him. But I went with, he gives attack 15%, magic attack 15%, and speed 10%. But as you level them up, those stats will increase. I would say once you hit 30, I think they should all be at least 30 to 35%. That would be a decent cap. Because I'm sure later on they're probably going to bring in where the summons could possibly reach level 40. So we'll just, say cap it at 30-35%. So for our number 5, we have Arc from Final Fantasy IX. This is actually going to be a dark elemental attack. Arc is actually going to, as far as I would say, he would actually be doing boosting characters' dark damage. I know we don't have that many characters. We only have like Dark Knight Cecil, and we have Leon, who's the other Dark Knight. But in case, they bring in a few other characters later on down the road that can use dark damage, because I'm sure there will be a few others. So I'm going to say, started out dark damage plus 20%, and then it can cap up to 35%. And then once you've reached the cap of 30, in ultimate, I would say we'll have HP reduction of 10-15%. That would actually be a good one. I know people would be like, wow, HP damage reduction. So that would give it a little bit of extra shine. Now, moving on to my final summon, as I said, this summon I say as like a honorable mention, but I think she could be used as an ability, kind of like how Slydra and Madeline and Valfor have been. And I think this one would actually go for Rydia, and you will see. Final Fantasy IV's Asura. So, with this one, it depends on her head as to what she does. I've gone with like a heal as far as HP bravery, and then a damage reduction. Um, so she would kind of be like Sylph. But if we went with as far as like an ability for Rydia, this would definitely be like a support ability. Um, I think that would give her a little bit of flexibility. Because at the moment, all she has is her um, attacks with Flare and Summon Leviathan. And then she's got her Mist Dragon EX. So this would be a support ability, able to give her some support to the group. And if it was an ability, I would think I would kind of keep it somewhat the same as if it was a summon, as far as doing like a HP Brave heal and a damage mitigation. So I would kind of do either similar to Porum in that effect. I think that would actually be a good idea. So we'll go with that, because Porum does an overheal / HP shield, so you don't take as much HP damage. I think we could go with something like that. Because then that would put her on footing with Porum, but she would be more offensive. I think I'll go with that. So these are my 5 summons plus Asura that could be a possibility of an extra ability, because we're probably going to get there someday. Don't know when. Could be at the end of the year. Could be next year. Well, for JP, not for Global. But what do y'all think? Leave your comments below and tell me which ones you want to see. Because there's a lot of summons in the game. I've seen some people asking for, they thought Ika would have been getting Fenrir, and I'm like, no, Madeline was her special summon. Like, Madeline was her thing. It was her buddy. I'm happy that Ferris got Slydra, because that was her summon. So, as I say, Asura is either could be a summon, like Rydia already has Mist Dragon, or it could be a summon. But I wouldn't mind it being an ability. So y'all let me know down below in the comments what y'all think. Hit like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. And y'all have a great day. Bye y'all.